Adam and Katie. It is Wednesday. It's about 4 o'clock and I just got home and I am so determined to get this video up before 9 o'clock, so I'm filming it right now. Now, I realize the quality is kind of fuzzy on my camera. I've got to clean the lens. We were doing a project in my photography class where we took abstract pictures with canola oil and water, and I accidentally dipped the lens in the canola oil and water, so now I've got to clean it, and I don't have time to do that if I want to do this video before 9. Okay, first order of business. I am so sorry about my video last week, about it being so late. In all fairness, I did upload a video on Wednesday, but I uploaded it about 9 o'clock right before I started doing my homework and got off the computer. And I woke up the next morning and it said it had uploaded and everything was fine. And then I went to go check and see if there were any comments after school, and it hadn't uploaded. So I went to go investigate, and it turns out the video was rejected after I uploaded it for being too long. So I then had to go and split the video file I had in my computer into 2 and re-upload it. So I am very, very, very sorry about that. Okay, favorites. Okay, last week I did put down in the doobly-doo my favorite movie, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it out loud now. My favorite movie ever is Titanic. I have a fetish with Leonardo DiCaprio. I know that sounds a little bit creepy, but I love all of Leonardo DiCaprio's movies. My favorite being Titanic, obviously, but another movie I like is The Beach and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Those are my 3 favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movies, but my favorite movie out of every movie I've ever seen is Titanic. Okay, and my favorite food, this is a hard one because food is not something I really enjoy doing. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Eating is kind of a boring time for me. I like to have something quick, fast, and easy so I can get back to my life, because a lot of people love to sit down and eat, and I'm just kind of like, I could be reading a book right now. I don't want to eat. And of course I have to eat to live. So my favorite food, I love Italian food. I really do. I just don't like waiting for it and the actual process of sitting down and eating it. But once it's in my mouth, it tastes really good. But yeah, anyways, my favorite book, I addressed this last week in my video. My favorite book is The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. And my favorite book series is Harry Potter, of course. And I really can't choose between those 2 things. I can't say that Catcher in the Rye is my favorite book and then Harry Potter comes second. Catcher in the Rye is my favorite standalone book, and Harry Potter is my favorite series. It's hard to explain, but I can't choose between the 2. And I'm going to add a new one in that was not in your video, Adam. My favorite band, because I am very into music. I play piano, I play ukulele, I play French horn, I play lots of other stuff, and I love to sing. And so music is something that is very much a part of my life. And my favorite band is the Beatles. My dad grew up in the 60s, and so he was very in step with the Beatles. He was about 13 when the Beatles first had arrived in America, when the British invasion really began to take hold of America about 1963. My dad was 13, and he can remember going to the store and buying the first Beatles album ever made. And ever since I was little, I've listened to Beatles music, and it's always just been so, I don't know what it is about it, but I love it, and that's the reason they're my favorite band. Yeah, favorites. Top 5. Okay, I decided to be very original and go with the top 5 grossing movies ever made. Yeah, not that original. But since we were on the topic of favorite movies, you might know that my favorite movie was, at one point in time, the top grossing movie ever made. Titanic was. Until Avatar came along, which is coincidentally directed by the same person, James Cameron. And I love James Cameron. But, oddly enough, I have never seen Avatar. Never seen it. Okay, so let's start with number 5. Shrek 2, 2004. It grossed $436,471,036. That's a crazy amount of money in of itself. But it's not the highest, and I'm going to do a little review, I've decided. Shrek 2, not my favorite. Little too kidded down for me. I love Shrek 1 because it's a lot more adult, and I like adult movies. I'm not big on PG rated movies. Okay, number 4, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, 1977. It grossed $460,935,665. Now, that's a crazy amount of money, too. I have never seen a whole Star Wars movie all the way through. I have been planning to do it for a really, really long time. It just hasn't happened. I expect it'll probably happen sometime this summer. But anyways. Okay, number 3. The Dark Knight. It grossed $533,316,061. That is another movie I have never seen. I'm not big into superhero movies, though. I've seen all of the Spider-Mans made so far, presuming there's still only 3. I hope there's still only 3. I think they're starting to make 4 right now. But I've seen all the Spider-Mans, but nothing else other than that. I've never been into superheroes. I'm just not a superhero person. Anyways, number 2, my favorite, Titanic. It grossed $600,779,824. Now, that's a crazy amount of money, and to review Titanic, just strictly speaking, it was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. It is the greatest movie I've ever seen. It's my favorite movie that I've ever seen. Yeah. Anything with Leonardo DiCaprio, though, I'm going to love it. Well, not necessarily. I don't really like William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Just for the simple fact that I'm very into Shakespeare staying Shakespearean and not being modernized. But I still like it because Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. So, yeah, call me biased, because I am. Against Leonardo DiCaprio, that is. And number 1, Avatar 2009, $760,505,847. Now that's crazy. I've never seen Avatar. I've heard it's a great film. I just never really got around to going to see it. And I still haven't gotten around to going to see it, even though it's on DVD now and Blu-ray and all that fun stuff. And I don't know, everybody says it's wonderful. I've just never seen it. And I'm not a big person to watch TV. I like to go to the movies, but when I'm at home, I'm usually reading or on the internet. And it's usually the latter. I read right before I go to bed, usually, and I'm usually on the internet all day. That's because I don't know what that is because of, anyways, sorry, my camera keeps flipping. Anyways, yeah, that's it for the theme this week, which is favorites. Favorites is a wonderful theme. I like favorites because they're favorites. Okay, I'm going to stop. Anyways, I do have to say, there is a chance that I may or may not make a video next week. I have a one-act festival in a town about 2 hours away called Post. We're going there to go perform kind of as practice for our real competition, which will happen in March. And I know I'm supposed to get home around 6, but it could run over, and I don't really know if I'm going to have time to make a video next week. I will try as hard as I can, and I might even make just a video from the festival and upload it once I get home. But just fair warning, I may not make a video next week. I may not have the time. But like I said, I'll try my hardest. Anyways, that's really all I have this week. And oh yeah, Katie, that magazine, I got it at Barnes & Noble's. I got it on my birthday. And It is not the official Doctor Who magazine. It is an SFX Doctor Who edition magazine, so don't get them confused. This one comes in like a little cardboard thing, and it has a little flap, and it has the 2 buttons and the bow tie on the inside. It said on the outside, that's the reason I got it. That's sad, I know. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go make some tea. And maybe you'll get to see a clip of that, like, right now. Bye! DFTBA, sorry, I'm going really fast. I just want to get this video up at a decent time. Bye!